everyone, happy Monday night and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. Popping on just a few minutes before 7 so Facebook can let you know I got live. And that gives me a chance to check my setting. Welcome to my, aka Happy Place, my studio. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada. And I'm excited to be with you. I missed you guys last week. I had fully intention of coming live last week on Monday and Wednesday. And then I got sick and it was just like, nope, I can't do this. And let me tell you, it was not fun. I probably didn't start feeling better until, like Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday wasn't feeling well again. It was crazy. I don't know whether it was a bug or I ate something that wasn't agreeing with me. It was just, it was crazy. So, feeling better, definitely feeling better today. Definitely was feeling better on the weekend. And I've just been really keeping it low key with food and that seems to be helping. So I'm not sure if it was a bit of a bug or a reaction to some meds or I don't know, but whatever it was, I'm glad that it's over because it was not fun. All right, I have got myself here on my laptop, so hopefully I can see people when they comment. I don't even know, let me check here. I'm trying to use my laptop more than, let me see here, than other things. So yeah, so I hope you've had a great day here in Southwest. It is like a balmy 26 degrees. Like it has been super nice. The weekend was kind of nice, which was nice. It's nice to have the windows open with no heat or no air on yet and let that flow through. But it just gives you like an extra beat in your step in the mornings when it's like nice and sunny. It feels great. So this week, I thought I would share with you what I was supposed to share with you last week. So last week, our brand new 2025 annual catalog started on Tuesday. This catalog is gorgeous. I'm so excited that I finally get to share with you the inside. If you're here in Canada and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would love this catalog, let me know. Pop me a message and I will pop one in the mail for you. If you were on my mailing list, guess what? Your catalogs already have gone out. You should be receiving them. I tried to make sure that I got them in before the like apparently we're supposed to be a postal strike here in Canada. Anyways, before I got sick, I had cleaned out my candy jar and filled it up with my yummies. So hopefully I'll start to feel better that I can eat some of those. I've been kind of sneaking one in a little bit because I'm like missing my chocolate. Okay, you want to know what I'm missing the most is ice cream. Oh my gosh, I would love some ice cream right now. Not yet, maybe in another week. But yeah, so I'm super excited to share with you. So tonight we're doing a scrapbook layout and I wanted to share with you one of my favorite products. I saw this actually at On Stage in March and I really liked it. It's actually part of our new online exclusives that was released in May. You will be able to find those online. And you know what I forgot to grab? Let me just grab it. My little thing that shows you where. So online exclusives, what does that mean? It just means it's a selection of product that you will not find in our catalog. If Stampin' Up! Was to put everything in this catalog, our catalog would be so thick and heavy. So what they've done is they've brought a section online and it's called Online Exclusives. And it's a great way for you to check it out. There you'll find our last chance items on there. And the neat thing about Online Exclusives is they're released every 2 months. So this was our big release in May and it had a lot of great products. So what I'm showing you tonight is called a Sweet Jar Bundle. Look at this little jar. I don't know about you if you love cookies or jelly beans or you can fill it with hearts and there's like shamrocks. But it also comes with a coordinating punch. So for a person who is just starting out, punches are a great way to start. So tonight we're creating a scrapbook page. And we're going to start with a sketch and I'm going to show you how to build that sketch up from the sketch to the scrapbook page. We're only doing a single page tonight. I have decided to switch some things up on my business and guarding my social media and Facebook Lives. And I'm excited to roll those out with you this month. You'll see those changes coming in like the next few months. But some Mondays we'll make a scrapbook page, a single, and some will make 2. So tonight we're making 1. All right, I am going to flip my camera and we are going to get started. If you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I know this is a busy time of night. Lots of sports are happening up again. I know maybe you're eating dinner, or maybe you're if you're on the East Coast, getting ready for those kids to bed. Either way, if you watch on the replay, let me know you're watching on the replay. Let me know where you're coming from. And please like, comment, and share my video. That's the best compliment you can give me. We want more people in our crafty community. I don't know about you, but the world is so busy these days. I find that I just need some time to myself, just some time to decompress. I come in here, I put on my music. It truly is my happy place. And I love it because it's just so, like lately I've been listening to like ocean music. I love like that just ocean sound and the waves in the background. And it truly is just, I just need an hour, maybe sometimes half an hour, but it really does reset me for the rest of the evening or for the rest of the day. And I hope that by these videos that will help you find some time in your craft room just to have some me time. And that is what I'm hoping to share with you, some quality so that you get some me time. I'm showing you some great ideas to use with your products. And remember, if you don't have the products I have, you can use what you have in your stash, or you can place an order to order them to be exactly like me. I cannot wait to show you the fun things I have coming up. All right. Well, when you're sick, you have nothing else to do, so you plan stuff, right? All right, and make sure you sign up for my newsletters. I'll put that link under this video because that is the best way to know what's happening in my studio. You guys are the first ones to find out what the product of the week is, about my classes, about specials, and everything like that. So we want you to be on that list so you know what's happening in the Stamp with Ann community. All right, let's flip this camera. I wish I could show you my outside. My maple tree is beautiful right now. It's like that. Oh, it's a beautiful color, especially when the sun is reflecting it. But guess what? That sun will hit my eyes and I won't be able to see you guys, and we can't have that. So I am excited to craft with you. So let's get started. You're going to see my beautiful blinds. Like I said, I wish I can show you the outside, but I can't. So if you are here, say hi, let me know, and we're just going to keep rolling. So as I said, I popped on a few minutes early, so maybe people will join me, find me in a bit here. So let's get started. I'm just trying to see myself here on, I've been using my laptop because I'm hoping that that is the way I can see your comments. And if I don't see your comments, please know that I will go back and recheck them out. All right, so if you need anything that I'm showing you tonight, the best way to do that is, actually there's no class to go, but just go to, I've switched the way I'm doing that. Just go to stampwithann.com. That's how you'll find it. Here is our new gorgeous catalog. Look at it. It is so beautiful. I love the fact that it's clean, it's crisp, it has lots of beautiful samples in it. I love the fact that they brought back the lots of scrapbooking products. But I wanted to show you a couple things. So they have card sketches. They have scrapbooking templates, which is so nice. And the one thing I really am excited about is they brought back the end to tell us what is new. So if they're going through and there's something you don't see on here, it doesn't mean we don't sell it. It might be in our online store. So make sure you check that out. Because remember I told you Stampin' Up! Can't put everything in this catalog. Otherwise it would be very big. So the products I am showing you tonight is the online exclusive, but I did want to show you our beautiful new core colors, like Incolours. And I'm actually going to get my cardstock and show you. Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duck, Clever Cloud, and Secret Seed. I want to tell you something. Back in Onstage, Stampin' Up! Shared with us that the cloud cover was not meeting the standards to what they wanted. What was happening was our new ink pads, the foam and the ink was having a chemical reaction. So instead of looking more like a bluey gray, it was turning more gray. So they decided to pull it from inventory and see what they can do, remix the formulas and things like that, and try it again. But they have come to the conclusion that it's just not, some were perfect good and some were not. So they just removed it, which means the ink is no longer available, but you can buy other things. So here's a tip. If you really like this color, you can buy the re-inker and buy our ink spots and ink it that way. That is a great way for you to try out that color. It is a beautiful color. I've heard some demonstrators say they found it, they've gotten it, and then others are saying, oh, mine's too bluey gray. So let's introduce you to the new core colors, the new 2025, 2026, 2027 Incolours. Timid Tiger. Now, I mixed them up here, so let me just show you. And it's kind of like in between, like you can see it's a little lighter than Peach Pie, but not as dark as Pumpkin Pie. So they're kind of in between. The next color we have, which I think is one of my other favorites, is Strawberry Slush. So Strawberry Slush is a beautiful color. If I pull it up to like, oh my gosh, my things are mixed up here, hold on. Flirty Flamingo, it's more of a red tone, but definitely like if I put those three colors together, you will see the difference. Like it does look really, it's that color, so that's Strawberry Slush. The next color we have is Darling Duckling, which I think is such a cute little name. It is more, I described this one on stage as yellow, mustard yellow. That's what it reminded me of. Because if you look, like here's Lemon Lolly, but here's Daffodil. You can definitely see this has a little bit more of a green tone towards it. The next one is that Cloud Cover. So let me see if I can find that. Here is Cloud Cover, which is a beautiful color. I actually feel like this is the color of my bathroom and mudroom. So if you put up like here's Balmy Blue, you can definitely see it's more green, grayish there. But if I pull it up against Pool Party, you can see that it's little, you can definitely tell it's more on the gray side. And the last color, which I think is my favorite, and I'm going to tell you why when we get stamping, is, where is it? Why can't I find it in here? Or did I pull it out somewhere? Yeah, where is it? Oh, that's just right here. Nope. Oh, yeah, I think I found it. Here it is. Secret Sea. Look at that color. It is, I'm going to show you. Here is, where is it? It's not as, like, Night and Navy is definitely blue. This is more like a blacky color. But if you put it up against black, it's not quite in between. So it's not as black, but it's not as blue. It's kind of that in between, which is really, really nice color. So those are our new 2025, 2027 Incolours. They will be around for a while, for 2 years. So, you know, if you love these colors, I have an Incolor club that you would love to, you know, purchase the products on a budget. It's a great way. 5 months, each month you get a different color. There's 2 different options you can choose from. If you're in my newsletter, you would have received that email. Okay, so those are our colors. Let's put this over here. So the product that I'm using tonight, as I already shared with you, is called Sweet Jar, and it is a punch. I love that. I love when I can stamp and punch. It's so easy, right? It just makes sometimes crafting simple. I love it because it has like birthdays and miss you and sending a little love. It's got some different items, and then it has this cute little jar. So you can stamp this jar and punch it out. That is why it's a coordinating punch. So we're using that tonight. Now, when I was designing this class, we didn't have have the Incolor Designer Series paper, like the actual 2025 Incolor Designer Series paper. So I decided to use the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. Now, if you are a person who is on social media and follows a lot of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, you would see this Cheers and Sip bundle has been very, very, very popular. It is a great one. You will find this online. So here is the paper number for the pack of paper. It is 12 by 12. In the colors are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. So when I was creating my projects for this week, I used this paper. I was just looking at my project. I didn't use it. I used this in my cards on Wednesday. So my cards on Wednesday, make sure you set your alarm for 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm actually going to show you 2 cards, and they're a great way to use your sketches. As I said to you at the beginning of the video, I am switching up the way I'm doing things on my Wednesday Facebook Lives. So this week we're just doing 2 cards. And I'm going to show you the products and show you some color combinations and different ideas and show you how you can get the most out of your DSP and products. So that is what we're using. I just want to share that with you. Okay, so tonight we are creating a 12 by 12 layout. So let me just show you the sketch, and I have to think, how did the sketch this? So here is my sketch. Oh, Cheryl says, wow, that's a mouthful of colors. It is, Cheryl. You're so right. And like, I almost get tongue-tied saying some of them because I was like, what are they saying? Like, it's kind of crazy. Oh, I can see comments now. So yeah, I don't know who makes colors up in Stampin' Up, but I'm telling you, some of them are I have Anne's language. I say my own language. All right, so here is our sketch that we are doing tonight. I wanted to show you how to build a sketch, to take a sketch and build it into a scrapbook page. So this is a 12 by 12. So we are going to use our 12 by 12 two-tone Whisper white cardstock. It is beautiful. It's hard to tell with the white, but one side is lighter and one side is darker. Then, if you can tell in my layout, I have this like kind of rectangle piece. I am actually using Cloud Cover. That is a mouthful. Like, definitely, you know what? I'm just going to move this up a bit here so I can just move this. Cloud Cover is what we're using. Just want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, so we're using Cloud Cover. So there's our layout there. Then you see it has 2 mats. And of course, as you said, I have to use Secret Sea. Like, I was like, when they showed this cover, I was like, color at on stage. I was like, oh my God, that's like a beautiful color. So we're going to put our photos right there. Okay, so we can actually go ahead and detach, lay down some things. So let's go ahead and put down our Cloud Cover. As I said, it's a beautiful color. Like I told you, unfortunately the ink we are not going to sell, but if you wanted, you know what, I'm gonna bring this over here so I have a little bit. If you wanted the color, you could get the re-inker and our Stampin' Spots. And I also think you could get the uninked craft white ink pad because it's it comes uninked and you can fill it and make your own. That's what I've heard people are doing too. Okay, so we're gonna put that down and then we're gonna put these. So these are perfect matte. So this is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, which is perfect for 4 by 6. Not to worry, I'm going to post this video to YouTube and then it will be up on my blog for you to, actually let's just make sure I have room here to put my things and make sure I'm centered, for you to, so you can recreate. So if you just want to watch right now or grab some cardstock and create with me, you can, but know that I will put these measurements when I post to my blog. All right, so we have that. Now, I also used the Spotlight on Nature dies, which are right here. Now, I'm so happy because these dies did carry over. You will find these online under, if you just search Spotlight on Nature, you'll find them. And there was also a stamp set that coordinated. So right now I'm just using the dies. So what I did was, the neat thing about these dies is One is like a big one, and then you can layer. So you have different options of layering. If you didn't like, you wanted this big one, this one would lay inside. So you have different options to layer, which I really, really like. So so if I look here, I saw like this circle element. So we're going to use the Spotlight on Nature. I die cut this already in Strawberry Slush. And then I did a white one, and that's actually going to go down right here. But I'm not going to place that down just yet because we have some stamping and then I have some words to do. So let's just move this out of the way and let's bring in my paper to do some stamping. So let me find my white. So last week when I was home and not feeling the best, when I had a little burst of energy, I spent some time in my craft room. And I'm going to post tomorrow, there's going to be like an organizational tip. I'm telling you, I feel like my craft room lost about 20 pounds because I went through each desk drawer, reorganized it, purged things. I reorganized my ribbon. I pulled out all my Last Chance products. I don't know about you, but my brain thinks, hey, that catalog is done. We need to move on. But I know, that's just the way I think. So I did that and it feels great. Like I actually feel like my craft room is, like I'm happy with it. So I'm excited. Okay, so I'm just getting our stamps inked ready. And I don't think I need all these, but we're going to use one for now. And I am using, we're going to stamp 3 jars. So now you can stamp, look, if you see, you can stamp this together. I can never do that, right? So I prefer to stamp them individually, and that's just the way I work. So it's the way my brain thinks. All right, I am using this new Secret Sea color. I'm telling you, it's my favorite black. It has replaced my Memento, unless I am using Memento for coloring with blends. I haven't tried it with blends. Okay, so there is our cute little jar, and we need another one. So let's, and I'm actually thinking that's a little low, so we'll just stamp another one. But look how beautiful that color stamps. Isn't that a nice color? So if I was to tell you one color to add to your shopping cart, Secret Sea. I definitely get Secret Sea. Okay, now we're going to, and I'm just going to go like this because as I said to you, I think in different ways with my punches. I know that you can do it the other way, but I'm just doing it this way. Okay, so let me pull this off and stick this back on. This is a photo palmer stamp set, and the reason why it's a photo palmer is it's meant for 2-step stamping. The fact that you can stamp and punch, or stamp like so that you can see what you're doing, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Okay, let me close this up so I don't stick my fingers in it, and I forgot to grab myself a basket, so that's gonna, all right, let's bring in that punch. So I don't know about you, but if I was to punch like this, I'm gonna put this like this so you can see. If I was to go like this, I would have no idea where I'm punching. So for me, I always like to hold my punch in my right hand and line it up and punch. It's just the way I think. I don't like to go like this because then I don't know where I'm punching and I waste paper. And I think that is just, ooh, I might be able to get it out. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, that's actually fine. We'll do the other one and then we'll decide. Okay, I'm going to punch these little ones right here. So these are our lid toppers. Aren't they cute? So on Wednesday, so tonight I am showing you, I will always be picking a product of the week. I'm still going to continue doing that because I like that. It gives me a focus for the week when I'm creating my projects. But I'm going to be switching things up. So Monday nights will always be a scrapbooking, some type of scrapbooking. Maybe we'll do a 6x8. Maybe we'll do a 12x12. And then on Wednesdays, I'll be switching that up. And I'm excited to share with you. Make sure you are on my newsletter, because if you are local to me, I mean living in the like London and surrounding area, you're going to want to follow me and make sure you subscribe to my newsletter, which I will put underneath after this video, because guess what? I have a special announcement I'm making on Wednesday, and I cannot. Oh, I just lost my video. Where are you guys here? Hold on. Give me a minute here. I just can't see you guys. Where I think you guys will be excited. So, oh, let's just go here. We'll do it this way. Ah, yeah, there I am. Okay, where you'll be super excited. So I'm excited. I'm like truly excited. Okay, we only need 3, so we're gonna put one of these. I'm gonna actually save that one for later. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to put our punch over here because we don't need that right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab, so we're making cookies. So in this set, as you can see, there's this here. You can use this for cookies or you can use this for jelly beans. I'm going to use it as cookies. So we're going to use these 2 here. So let's pull those out. All right, I'm going to get a smaller block here. So there's our cookies. And then here is our other piece that we need. All right, so the first color we are going to use is Strawberry Slush, which I said is one of my other favorites. Now, if you have been around for a while, you might have remembered that Strawberry Slush wasn't in color. And I want to think it was like, I'm just going to move these out of the way. It was like a couple, I want to say like 20, maybe 2014, 2026. I kind of looked it up, but I can't remember. So it's a pretty color. I'm excited that Stampin' Up! Brought it back. Okay, so I am going to stamp in, not full force. I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp down. Maybe I want to do full force. We'll decide here in a minute. Good thing I have that extra one. Oh yeah, I want to do full force. Okay, I'll save that because I'll probably use that for something else. So we just stamped Strawberry Slush. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab those dots. And the neat thing about these is it lines up perfectly with the cookies that are in here. Okay, so there's our Strawberry Slush cookies. If you are close in around the Dorchester area, we have a little place in town called the Cookie Nook. And oh my goodness, last year they made the best strawberry cookie I have ever tasted. Oh, I cannot wait for strawberry season. It's coming soon. All right. Now this one, let's see. I'm using Timid Tiger. So it's this right there. It's that bluey color. And then we're going to come back in with our dots and line those up. Okay, so you just, it's kind of, I guess if I did it lighter, you would definitely see it. Oh, you know what? Let's try it here. I think I want to go light. Let's just show you the difference. Okay, so those cookies look like they're very, but yeah, that's looks good. Okay, so we like that. You know what? I'm going to go light here on this one. I just think the dark is too dark. And let's bring back in that Strawberry Slush very quickly. And then we'll have to make another jar. That's okay. That's the art of crafting. There's no right or wrong. And we can all have the same supplies and craft in a different way. Oh yeah, I like that better. Okay, so now we need to do one more jar. So let's stamp another jar. I'm just gonna move this out of the way for a minute. And of course, I'm gonna bring the jar back in. I would love to know if you have seen the catalog or looked at the catalog online. What is your favorite new product? I have a lot actually. I haven't really sat down and made my list just because like the catalog came out last week and then I wasn't feeling well. I'm excited for the new Incolours. There is some great masculine sets that I'm excited about. There is some great online stuff that I'm really excited about too. Yeah, I think it's just what you want. There's a beautiful flower set. It's called Precious Bloom. I'm excited to get that one. It's got some nice oval dies. So I'm definitely excited to get that. Okay, we're using Darling Duck, which is cute little name. So there's that. I don't know, maybe these are like vanilla cookies with chocolate chip sprinkles. I don't know. I guess we could have used some brown, but just thought I would show you how it looks with the cookies there. All right, so there is our 3 cookies. Colored jars. So let's use that, put that away. Bring back in this jar to punch. Okay. Oh my gosh, I went through my paper scraps. Like I went through so much last week. It actually felt good. Got my catalog in the mail. Brenda says, oh, thanks a bunch. Oh, you're welcome, Brenda. What did you think of it? I would love to know. Okay, so we are going to do some little bit of just like not necessarily securing everything. We're just going to lay it down. So I'm going to put one here. And we're going to put one here. And then we're going to put one up here. And then I kind of like those placements. So let's go ahead and put those down. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I just need to grab my dimensionals. All right, so here's another tip. Where's my scissors? When dimensionals came, when the dimensionals come, they look like this. And I always tell you to like break them up like this, right? But when you use the inside, you're stuck with this. Don't throw this part out. This is like got a lot of great dimensionals that you can use. What I like is you can make them as big as you want, as small as you want, just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down our dimensionals. And we're gonna put one, oh, I wanna, just a minute here, put this one down first. Okay, so this one is going to go here. And this one is just kind of going to go off there a little bit. And then this one will go here. Okay, so just, and then this thing, because I popped this up on a dimensional, I will be able to slide that under. Now, I'm going to put the jars, and I'm actually just going to put a little bit of a glue dot right here, and then one at either end. I could pop them up, but it's like, I don't know, it just depends what you're looking for. So I'm just gonna kind of like lay them there so like they're just sitting on top of my jars. And so I'm just like grabbing, so remember I think I've shared with you in the past that these little glue dots are on the back of the thing. So you just kind of need to, maybe we'll just like we're caught in a cookie jar. There's one off hanging. Now, the title of my page, if you just heard me, says Caught in the Candy Jar. Oh, these could be candies. I guess this may be candy. Jelly beans. We're making jelly beans. If you've come to my my classes, I have a candy bar downstairs that has all these different sized jars, and they're all filled with yummy goodness. I actually, like the first weekend in May, I reorganized all that and cleaned it out, so I'm super excited. Okay, so on this spot here, I would journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of tape just in case, and then I'm going to lay this down flat. Just in case you make a mistake, you can easily pull that up. See, it's just kind of just sitting there. It's not really. And we're going to just put this down here. Now, for our titles, so let's bring this back in. So as you can see, we've done the white. We've done this like rectangle. We've done our two photo mats. And then these had the elements, so I just put 3, and then I have this one down here, and now here is where we're going to do our journaling. So that is where we're going to do. So let's pull that. So as you know, if you've been following me on my Monday nights, one of my top die recommendation is the mini alphabet. The neat thing about this is you use one and you just cut it and then you get all those letters. I showed you 2 weeks ago how I sort them, and I use muffin tins. I'll definitely put that on my blog in the near future, but it's a great way to, like, you don't have to put them all in little bags. I had them in a bowl, and I'm not gonna lie, it was like so much when I had to like try to figure out what I was trying to look for. So yeah, I just thought, oh, I had these beautiful antique muffin tins from my mother-in-law, and I was like, you know what, I want to use these, so this is what I came up with. So I love it. It actually works great. So if you wanted to see what I did, make sure you go back and check out my like 2 weeks ago video. Okay, so I also showed you that when you purchase this glass mat, you get this neat little silicone sheet. And I was like, what am I going to use this on? And I saw that my good friend Rose, she was using it for her dies. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea, especially when you're doing letters and titles. I have already done our titles. So it's called Caught in the Candy Jar. And we're going to lay that out. So I have them all ready to go. So let's bring in our first ones. Now I have used strawberry slush. Smells like it should be a drink or something. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for strawberry season. It's like my favorite. Oops, I'm missing my tea. Maybe that fell over. I'll have to go, maybe I might have to go grab my, okay, just let me, C-A-U-G-H-T. Okay, so we gotta find my tea. Right here in a minute. Oh, I think I found my tea. Oh, yep, I found my tea and went in the other spot. Oh, that's an lie. Oh, there's my tea. It did go in the other spot. Okay, so caught, and I know caught. Okay, we're just gonna space everything out because that's what I always tell you to do. Don't go putting everything down and then you don't have the room. In. Caught in. Oh, I do need another T. Oh, well, guess what? Okay, hold on here. C-A-U-G-H-T. In. You know what? I'm gonna caught in. So let's see here. E. H. Yeah, hold on. I gotta find another T. So I'm going to show you. So here is my lovely muffin tin. It's an antique muffin tin. You can tell by how rustic it is. I think my mother-in-law made lots of tarts in these ones. So what I did was you just used a Post-it note and tape, and I wrote like the letters of the alphabet. So I'll just kind of turn this on the side so you can see it. And I put like 3 letters in each section except for the last because it has 4. And then what I did was anytime I cut that die, so remember that die I showed you is one big word die, you get all these extra letters. So then I just put them in there. So now when I'm looking for an A, I can find it. So right here, we need another T. I'm going to go to the STU, and guess what? There's my T. I don't have to go punch everything out, which is so nice. So if you're creating and you only need certain letters, you have all this that you could easily do. Okay. Let's see here. Caught. Let's see. In the, I'm just trying to space them out here. Oh my gosh, like letters are like so tiny. Oh, and they're falling everywhere. Caught in the, okay, so the next one is candy, so C. A. N. Caught in the candy jar. That would be me. Every time I have a class, I'm like always eating some of the yummies down there. And the funny thing is, I don't go down there and get candy when I'm looking for chocolate. Maybe because I have a stash upstairs, but it's like my friends are like, how do you have that down there and not go down? I honestly don't. Okay, so we need the little like quotations. So I'm just trying to get those up here off my finger. And then there's just other two right here. I kept them in a separate thing so I wouldn't lose them. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's like so tiny. These little exclamation marks. Might move those down. Okay. There is that. So let's build this up. Let's glue this down, I think is what I wanted to say. Okay, so I'm using Tombow and I'm just going to lightly do like little dots. And I'm just going to do C. I might move it up a bit. A. And hope that it's not all there crazy. The neat thing about the Tombow glue is it is a little bit of repositional, so you can go down. I think my letters are going to be wonky, but that's okay. That's what makes it special. Oh, my H went flying. Okay. There. N. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's put these letters up here for a minute. D. H. And E. I almost did the E the backwards. Okay. Caught in the candy jar. Now, what kind of pictures will I put on this? Me eating, taking some candy from the candy jar downstairs, or, maybe, actually I think that's when I was designing the page, I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be so good, me eating candy from the candy jar. Because I should take a picture. It's like stocked full. It's got all kinds of different M&Ms and like, yeah, peanut butter, plain. What's your favorite chocolate to eat? I like anything with caramel and nuts. I love mint. Not a lot of people like mint. I love mint. Like mint smoothies, mint, things like that. I'm not a person for like different types of cream, so I'm like, I don't like strawberries and chocolate or like any of that, but I do love chocolate covered cherries. Those are really good. I'm just putting some glue on these little tiny little things here. Oh my gosh, I need my take a pic. Okay, I want to know, what is your most used tool in your craft room? I don't know about you, but I use my take a pic all the time. If you do not have this, this is one you're going to want to get, because it can help you with these little things. I use it to put down my embellishments. I use it to pick up little pieces like this. I things down. Like there's so much you can do with it. So if you don't have this, oh, I put too much glue on that one. If you don't have this, take a pic. So here is these just switch out. So you have a putty, you have a paper piercer, and then there's a couple other pieces, but I just use that because I always use that one. That is the one I use the most, so I just leave it like that. Okay. All right, so let me just move some things aside here, and I'll show you our page. It says caught in the candy jar. Let me pull in our sketch so you can see it and see how we did. Look at that. There's our sketch, and there is our 12 by 12 single layout. So as I said to you, I'm super excited because I'm going to take a picture of me with my hands in the candy jar downstairs, and then me with my cup and maybe enjoying a yummy treat. So I think that is a fun element that you can do. You could be caught in a cookie jar. Maybe you're at, like, here in Canada, we have a store called the Bulk Barn. That would be fun if you're like in the Bulk Barn taking some pictures. I think there's other ways. You could totally make these cookies and caught in a cookie jar, or however you want. I hope this helps you by showing you how to take a sketch and how to build it. A sketch is just like, it's like a guide, like a little recipe guide. So like when you make cookies, you follow a recipe to make that cookie. Well, the thing about a sketch, a card sketch or a scrapbooking sketch, it's like a recipe. The only thing is you're filling the missing ingredients with paper, inks, and embellishments. So I kind of look at it and be like, okay, how can I use that? And then I take those elements and I put them on my page. So there is our layout featuring the Sweet Jar Bundle. So just a reminder, the Sweet Jar Bundle you will find online under our online exclusives. And the one thing about online exclusives is they are while supplies last. So you don't want to miss out. It just came out. I think you'll be good, but I wouldn't wait too long if this is something you want. I really like it. Like I said, on Wednesday night, I'm going to show you how to make a couple cards. So we're going to make, like, you have happy birthday, miss you bunch. I love it because it has shamrocks. We don't have a lot of stamps that have shamrocks. So if you're Irish, like, you can say, sending a little luck your way. You can mix and match the greetings, which is something else I really like. So this is one that I would highly recommend. When I saw it at On Stage, it was one of my first ones that I ordered. All right, everyone. Thank you so just to recap, I will post this blog. Take a deep breath. Catch your words. Okay. I am going to upload this video to YouTube. I will post this page on my blog along with the measurements and the supplies we used. That way, and the sketch, that way you can recreate it at home, and then you'll have the video to follow along, and it's just like we're in our craft room, you and I chatting together, having fun, eating chocolate, and creating a fun layout. So yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. Whether you're watching me live or on the replay, I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you for all the support with my Stamp with Anne community. And set your alarms for 7 p.m. on Wednesday night, Eastern Time. I will be back to show you 2 cards using this stamp set and showing you a great way to use up your designer series paper. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a great rest of your evening. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.